And welcome back to the Showroom Presents. You know, downtown Buffalo has been experiencing such a renaissance with all the development and everything else. It's fantastic. And oddly enough, one of the foundational historical pieces that's been down there has been down there for 35 years. It's the Buffalo and Erie County Naval and Military Park. It's the largest tribute to our veterans of its kind in the United States, and they're having a big celebration coming up very soon on August 19th, and here to tell us about it is Paul Marzello. He's the event organizer. He's with the main sponsor, which is the Buffalo Rotary Club. Welcome to the Showroom Presents.
Thank you, Brian.
So, Party in the Park, it's a tribute to our troops, Tuesday, August 19th from 6:30 to 8:30. Tell us a little bit about why it's being done and maybe how it all got started, because you've been doing this for 2 or 3 years now, right?
It has been about 3 years now, and I'll tell you how it got started very simply from a grassroots perspective. I was one of these people that would run through the park every morning, and I wasn't very pleased with what I saw because the weeds were much taller than the flowers, and the park looked a little on the rough side, to be honest with you. So when I went to the the colonel, and said, we really need to do something here, he was all on board with it, pardon the pun, but the funds were lacking, the staff was lacking. So I explained to him that if he had the confidence in me that I would organize a group of volunteers and we would raise some money. So we have a group of now, I think, of just about 50 volunteers.
Wow.
And we actually are there every Wednesday and Saturday morning from 9 till 11, sometimes 9 till noon, trying to maintain the grounds. And this effort that we're putting together, Party in the Park, is one of the efforts that we need to raise the funds to do what we're doing.
Right, and from what I understand, it started more about the grounds, but really, because of all the fundraising you've been able to do now, some of those funds are going to even more towards the ships and other things like that?
Absolutely. You know, the ships can't be taken for granted. There are beautiful, large vessels that had a tremendous place in our history. But now they're sitting in our waterfront, and we have an obligation to take care of them. And the memorial site that surrounds it is a nice tribute to the veterans that gave their lives, some of which didn't come back, some of which came back with injuries. But we have an obligation to not only the ships, but to the men and women that serve. So that's what this whole thing is about.
And that's fantastic. Now, obviously, this is honoring all of the veterans, but this year there's a couple of veterans that were affiliated with the Buffalo Bills that are going to be specially honored, correct?
Yeah, interestingly enough, now we all know Ralph Wilson Jr. as the past owner of the Buffalo Bills, but what I didn't realize was that he was a very decorated serviceman.
Wow.
And he has the medals that are on display over at Ralph Wilson Stadium, and that we're going to take this opportunity to honor him. In addition, there was another veteran. His name was Bob Kelso, and he was a rookie for the Buffalo Bills.
I remember.
Very talented rookie with a promising career.
And went to Vietnam.
Went to Vietnam and didn't come back, unfortunately. So
Yep.
he is another one of these soldiers that we'd like to honor by putting their names up on the Wall of Honor.
That's going to be fantastic. Now, the event is going to be all over the grounds and the ship and everything else. There are going to be tours, live music, food, drink, and all that.
It's going to be great because there's 3 tiers to this party. Up on the top tier is what we call the Fantail of the Little Rock. There's going to be a little reception area up there. There's going to be the band, the Strangers, which is a popular rock band, is going to be on the second deck, which is the ship just below it, which is the USS the Sullivans.
Right.
And then below is where we actually register and come into the party. You'll be able to have underneath the tent a wonderful menu prepared by Liberty Hound Restaurant. Perry's Ice Cream is setting up an ice cream station.
All right.
There is wonderful hors d'oeuvres. There's Triad Distributing, who's doing a marvelous job in donating drinks and beer and wine. So I think it's just set up to be a great party.
Well, super. And now, if you get to the phone or get online, you can save a little money with your admission. It's $50 a person, $85 a couple. You can get it by calling the Naval Park at 716-847-1773, extension 15. It's on the screen. Or go to the website, buffalonavalpark.org. And just in these next few days, It's $50 a person, $85 a couple, but don't worry, at the door, $65 a person, $100 at the door. The important thing is it's all going to a really fantastic cause. It's honoring our veterans, it's maintaining a jewel of downtown Buffalo, and it's really something that if you haven't gotten out, I did last year to the USS Sullivans. It's a beautiful thing to tour, and you just need to get down to Canalside and down to the Military and Naval Park. It's absolutely fantastic. No better excuse than to do it on Tuesday the 19th. So thank you very much, Paul, for joining us. You know, I forgot to ask, because the Rotary Club of downtown Buffalo is the main sponsor for us, and a lot of people don't even know kind of what's the Rotary Club, how big is it now, what are they doing? Please tell us a little bit about that.
The Rotary Club of Buffalo is part of 3 clubs in Buffalo now. There's one in the Saturn Club, which meets at sunrise. There's another club, which is the Luncheon Club, which is the largest one, which is about 150 members. And then there's another one that's just starting in the Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus. So you could go to either one of 3 varieties of Rotary clubs, and they're all men and women that are principals within their business, and they have a motto of service above self. And this is just another example of how we're serving the community.
So all 3 of the branches, or however you would call them, of the Rotary Club are still open to new members. With all the new businesses that are starting in Buffalo these days, you're willing to grow right along with that, right?
Absolutely.
Well, great, fantastic.
Always looking for good people.
Well, so if you're a business person in Western New York, just remember there's a really great organization, been around for a long time, or in the medical corridor specifically, a new and growing group involved with the Rotary Club. So thanks, Paul, once again for joining us on the Showroom Presents.
Don, you call that showing off?
How about the dazzling diamond deals we're showing off at the Showroom on Union? Diamond engagement rings.
Diamond band.
Diamond anniversary.
Diamond fashion.
Diamonds, diamonds, and more diamonds.
All at a fraction of the pricey stores.
And buy with confidence, because all Showroom diamonds will come with a Gem Lab certificate as requested, guaranteeing natural diamonds of value. Don't forget, we feature GIA certified diamonds.
Showing off great diamonds and great deals every day.
At Airport Plaza Jewelers, the Showroom on Union.